Position couldn't hold on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, it's Bell. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play clock winding down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mark Barron not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Rams on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 57 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off William Gay. And that will write a finish to this ball game.